Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to start off by saying I'm not, naked right now. I'm wearing this little bandeau thing. But yeah, in today's video I'm going to be giving you some inspo on what to watch on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, then, well, I mean, you can probably watch these shows somewhere else, like on 123 Movies, or I don't know, that's the only illegal site I know, but I'm sure there's plenty out there and I'm sure you all know of them. So yeah, you can watch these shows wherever, but I know for a fact that they're all on Netflix, do you know what I mean? So yeah, the title of this video is what to watch on Netflix or something, I don't know, I haven't thought of the title yet. But yeah, let's just get into the video. And before I do get into the video, if you do like this video, then please leave a like to show me that you liked it, because it'd be good to know. And also subscribe, because it would mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so I've actually got 10 different things that you can watch on Netflix or watch, wherever you're gonna watch them. I'm not gonna judge. Yeah, so the first one that I would recommend is called Atypical. I watched this quite a while ago, but it's basically centered around this boy who has autism and just his life and how it affects his family and his friends, but not in a bad way. It's really funny. And it gives you actually quite a good insight into autism, I think. I mean, some of it might not be the most accurate. I don't know. I don't have autism. Or maybe I do, who knows. But yeah, it's a really good show. It's really funny. And the actors in it are good. It's just a good show, do you know what I mean? So yeah, the first one I would recommend is called Atypical. And I'll put a little... Actually, I don't know how to do that. I'll try put a little print screen here of the show's little posters. I might not do that though. It depends if I know how to do that. Yeah, you'll see. If there's something there, then honestly, well done myself, because I don't know how to do that right now, but my future self might learn it. The next show I have to recommend to you is called Bodyguard. Oh wow, this is literally such a good show. Okay, so it's actually a BBC show, which is English, I think. Yeah, it's English. It's an English show, and it's about this man who becomes the Home Secretary's bodyguard. And I'm just not going to say anything else, but it is such a good show. If anything, this is the one I'd say just watch it. It is so good. It literally, I watched the whole thing in maybe a week or even less. It is such a good show, and it's one that you don't have to commit to too much, because I'm pretty sure it's only one season, or it might be 2 seasons, or it might actually be 3 seasons. I don't know, but it's a really good show and you should watch it. It's really tense, and you just want to keep watching. It's not one of those shows that you're you get those shows that are either really tense that you just have to keep watching, or there's chill shows that you can just watch whenever, like Friends. It's not like that. It's really you want to keep watching it, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's really good. It's called Bodyguard and it's by BBC, and it's just really good. Yeah, it's just really good. So I'd recommend that. The next show, which this is my favourite show of all time, is Rick and Morty. I don't even have words to describe how much I love this show. To most people, it's just a stupid cartoon. But if you have, I don't know, this sounds really stupid, but when you watch it, if you understand, it's actually such a clever show. There's always little bits that you're whoa, that's actually really deep, that's actually really true, or this could actually happen, or this is actually happening right now. But they do it in a way that could also, I don't know, you could either watch it and think this is just a really funny cartoon, or you could watch it and be whoa, this is a really clever cartoon. And I find it really funny, but I also find it really clever, and just I don't know, the script is so clever. It's just so clever. I don't know, I just love it. Anyone that knows me knows I love it. I have a Rick and Morty top. I have a Rick and Morty little badge thing. I just love it, alright? I just really love it. I don't know, if there's any other Rick and Morty fans, I feel you know what I mean by it's just so clever and good. And I'm just going to stop talking about it now, because I feel I've talked about it for 5 minutes. But yeah, if you haven't watched Rick and Morty and you have the mindset to understand it, then watch it, because it's just so good. Yeah, I'm gonna move on now. The next show that I have written down is Top Boy. Oh my word, this is so good. It's also an English one, and it's like following like gang life in England, in London kind of thing, but it like follows like the gang leaders like story. Well, not really, it follows like a few people in the town's like story, I guess, but it is so good. It's just really interesting, and it's really like accurate. A lot of it is really accurate about how like the drug scene is, especially in London and that, and like the reality behind it, and like how people die and stuff. It's just really good. Yeah, so just watch it if you want. It's called Top Boy. It's on Netflix. Watch it. The next one that I have written down is Girls Incarcerated. Alright, so this is more of like a documentary, I'd say. It's basically this series. It's what's it called? Like real life TV. What is that called? What is real life TV called again? Oh yeah, reality TV. It's like they follow these girls that are put in prison and follow their whole time in prison, but they're like young girls. It's like girls from like 16 to 21. And it just follows like their life in prison, what it's like being in prison as like a teenager or like a young adult. And it just follows them like from the day they get put in to the day they get out. Sorry if the camera angle's a bit different, my phone just died. Anyway, carrying on about Girls Incarcerated. Yeah, it's just really good. Like, it's so interesting to see like why they get put in prison, how long they get for what they did, and like the little feuds that they have. Like, some of them don't like each other, but I don't know, most of the time it's like kind of fun. Okay, no, it's not fun because they're in prison, but I don't know, they seem like they're kind of having a good time sometimes. I don't know, it's just really interesting to see what prison's like. It's in wow, did you hear that? I literally just stuttered so much. Wow. Yeah, it's filmed in America, and it's just, I don't know, I just find it really interesting. So if you want to see what life is like in prison for teenage girls, then watch it. It's called Girls Incarcerated. Next one is, let me look at my list, Rooney, is Three Girls. This is actually a really sad documentary, but it's really good. I think it's got 3 parts, or maybe it's got 4 parts, or maybe it just doesn't, and I'm just wrong. I don't know why, but I have this thing where I always think whatever I'm going to say is going to be wrong. I feel like I need to just be more sure of myself. I'm pretty sure it's 3 parts, yeah? It's about these 3 girls. Actually, no, it's like way more than 3 parts.
It is 3 parts. So I was right the first time. I don't know what's wrong with me, I literally always do this.
But it's really good. It's about these 3 girls, and basically these men from like a kebab shop groom them, and they first like become like friends with the men, and they give them free like alcohol and kebabs and stuff, and they like let them like hang out upstairs in the kebab shop, and then they like start demanding like more sexual things from them, and it ends up with basically the kebab men like raping them, and it's about their stories and how it took them so long to get the justice that they like deserved in that. And I don't know, it's really sad because it's unbelievable how like the girls got treated. Like they weren't believed by the public or by the police, or more by the police. It was more the police, and it's a real story, and it's really interesting. Like that's another one that I'd say like you need to watch. It's so interesting, and it's sad, but yeah, I don't know, it like highlights how it actually can be and how scary it can be, how like even after the girls did come out, they were still kind of like silenced. I don't know, it's sad, but it's really interesting. It's a really good show. Well, not show, like documentary. So yeah, watch it, it's really good. The next one I've got down is Prison Break. Prison Break is just like the best show, literally it just is the best show ever. It's just like, you know, like with most shows, like the first season's really good, and then it slowly goes downhill, and it gets like alright, like really, like by like the 4th season or something. Prison Break just, I feel like, gets better and better, and every episode is like so good. I don't know, I feel like Prison Break is just like something that I don't think anyone's ever like disliked Prison Break. I feel like everyone that watched it has been like, wow, like that was a good show. I don't know, I don't even have anything else to say about it because it's just good. Like, it's just really, really good. So watch Prison Break. It starts off with these 2 brothers, and one of them's breaking the other one out of prison, and then once they get out of prison, it just gets really like complicated, and they have to go after this bad company. I don't know, I'm making it sound like kind of awful, but it's so good. Watch it. And it's also really long, so if you want to get into like a series that's really long, then watch Prison Break, because I think it has like 5 series or maybe even more than that. I don't know, it's really long. The next thing that I put down that you should probably watch is The Good Place. The Good Place, I feel like this is more light-hearted than all the other ones. I don't know, it's pretty much about these people that die, like this group of people that die, and they wake up and they're told, and they think for ages that they're in the good place, so like heaven, and then like after like a few things happen and time goes by, they realise they're actually in the bad place. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know, it's just really like interesting. Like they go to the good place, then they get kicked out of the good place, and then they have to go to the bad place, and then they find out there's a middle place. And I don't know, it's just really interesting, and it's like, I don't know, it makes you think like, oh, is heaven gonna be like that? I mean, I hope it's not, to be honest. But yeah, just watch it. It's really good, and it's really funny. Like, it's just really funny. It's probably like the only one of these that are funny. Most of them are really like not funny. Rick and Morty's funny though. So if you're looking for more of a light-hearted one, wow, I just dipped my whole hand into my Vaseline. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm just wiping my fingers because I just dipped my fingers into my pot of Vaseline. And I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, The Good Place. Yeah, it's really good, it's really funny, and it's got a good and kind of clever storyline. So watch it, and it's more light-hearted than like The Bodyguard and Prison Break. So if you're just looking for a laugh, watch that. Next thing I've got down is Drugs Inc. If you haven't watched Drugs Inc., actually I feel like that's just kind of normal. I feel like not many people watch it, but it's so good. It's like, it's a they go to different cities in the world. It's like a documentary, it's real. They go to different cities in the world, and they film like the effects of different drugs in that city. So there's like ones in New York, ones in London, ones in Chicago, like just everywhere, all the states of America pretty much. Like literally, like they cover most of the states. They've got, oh, and like in Hawaii. It's just so good and really interesting, and most of the time really sad. But it's just like the effect of like heroin in different countries, or like how they import like weed into different countries. It's just really good, and you get to see like all the different like rankings within the drug system as well, because obviously you've got like the big bosses and then just like the runners and stuff. It's just really interesting. Like, I don't know, I find like the whole drug world really interesting. So if you do too, then watch it. It's really good. It's called Drugs Inc. Woo! You know what? Yeah, I'm actually really out of breath. So we are on to our final one, number 10. And it's another like jail related one. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just find that kind of stuff really interesting, I guess. Alright, so the last one is called First and Last Days in Prison. It's really good, and the title's kind of self-explanatory. It's just like looking at people's first days in prison, and like the whole process of like the paperwork and stuff they have to do, and like just like they have to sit in this like holding place for ages, for 48 hours before they like decide if they get their bond or not. Okay, now I'm just kind of not making sense. It's basically just people's first and last days in prison and showing you the process, and it's really interesting. I find it really interesting. It's new on Netflix, I think. Yeah. So if you want to know what people's first and last days are like in prison, then watch it. I find it interesting, but I find stuff like that interesting. I don't know why. I find like law stuff? No, like criminal stuff interesting. Yeah, so anyway, that is actually the 10 things that I have for you to watch on Netflix. If you do watch them, then honestly, good for you. Like, you're gonna have a great time because they are all good shows. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. For a second, helpful didn't seem like a word, and I thought I made it up. Yeah, if this video was helpful, then please leave a like and also subscribe because it would mean a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!